the Discraft Undertaker is the best mold in the game. My friend Tim disagrees, so let's fight about it. A couple days ago, a beautiful package showed up at my door, and on top of that package was a nice letter from Tim. Now let me just read you the first line of this letter. Andrew, Lotes is one of my favorite discs and my furthest flying disc with accuracy. I used to throw Undertakers, but this knocked them out. So the journey begins. Hole 1 out here at Woodland Park, place 425 down the hill. Basket is tucked on the left behind those trees. The reigning king, the champion, the Undertaker, is gonna start first. Let's try and get this out there on a lot of hyzer. I know it's gonna flip up, wanna drift right for me, but we gotta get it moving left at the end of the flight. Good amount of hyzer, there's the flip up. Oh, it's turning, does it come back though? Come on back. Oh, what a full flight. Awesome, pin high, looks to be about 30 feet right. Happy with that though. And the Challenger, the Lotes, or the Lotes, I think the Lotes. I will say, plastic feels incredible, disc feels awesome in the hand. Same flight numbers, 95, -1, 2. Let's see what this baby's made of. Good amount of hyzer, there's the flip up. I definitely started it way more to the right. Oh, gets up to fly and gets back moving left though. I like that. Wow, I think that's even farther than the Undertaker. I think that might be deep. That was kind of a crush. So let me pause right here and tell you a quick story. When I first got into disc golf in late 2020, you can picture a time where Paul was still with Foundation. Foundation was Discraft exclusive, and YouTube was a huge part of my journey into the disc golf scene. Now, at some point, Foundation had posted a video with Paul out playing around. I think Trevor, somebody was talking to him, and Paul rips an Undertaker on a nice hyzer flip, 400 feet, and Trevor looks at the camera and says, hey.
If you guys want to throw hyzer flips that are 400 feet to like 10 feet with an Undertaker, check out our store.
So naturally, one of the first discs I ever purchased was a titanium Undertaker. That disc holds a special place in my heart. Now, fast forward a little while, my first ace ever is with that TI Undertaker, and happens to be for 500 bucks. Here's our Lotes, there's our Undertaker, about the same distance from the pin, but the Lotes is actually a pretty good 25, 30 feet farther down than the Undertaker. Oh, let's see if we can't be on today. No. Drop. Okay. No, it's all right. It's all right. Wow. All right, we're starting out with pars after 2 really good drives on the 425-foot hole. I mean, big downhill. So I'm not out here saying I just ripped these 425. I get it's a big downhill shot, but overall, very good start for both these discs. So when I got this letter from Tim, I was excited, I was intrigued, I was a little scared, a little nervous, but I knew this one had to be different. This one had to be special, because if a disc is gonna kick the Undertaker out of my bag, it's gonna take something phenomenal. 326, just right up there to the left, but it looks like we have a Mando here on that big tree straight ahead. So we're gonna have to hyzer flip something over the blue basket and get it to finish skipping left. Oh, I think I'm gonna miss the Mando. You gotta dig, you gotta dig. It did dig, it skipped. All right, Undertaker misses the Mando. Let's see if the Lotes can't do better. Ew, get around it, short of it. Okay, all right. Not my best work. 2 drop zone putts, Undertaker up first. Ooh, custom leaves and the Lotes. Oh, it looks better, do it. Oh, so continuing the story, as I kept reading, come to find out, Tim is a fan of the channel. He's been following my journey since I was on the In the Bag podcast over with Atlas and Foundation. And he thought after watching me play that these 3 discs might really complement my game. Hole 3 plays 371, big uphill bomb with a low ceiling. Basket is the red one on the left, all the way up against the trees. Undertaker still has the box. Oh, good hyzer flip. Get off that tree. Lovely, sneaks around it, gets kicked down a little bit. That's great. Got it up there really well. This hole also plays as a par 4, I should have said. So let's get the Lotes up there. These are 2 big position shots, hyzer flips, just trying to get under that low ceiling. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Wow, that was awesome. All day, I'll take that. Not only is Tim a fan of the channel, but Tim is also the owner of a local disc golf shop, Astro Discs. Now, Tim wanted to hook me up with these Kastaplast discs to try out, but he also said he wanted to hook you guys up just for being fans of the channel. So if you head over to astrodisctx.com, link is in the description. You can use the code JOURNEY for 10% off. Just an opportunity for you guys to get a little bit of a discount on some great discs and to support somebody that's supporting me. All right, here's our Undertaker. We got quite a bit more distance with that Lotes actually. So we're just gonna give this Undertaker a little forehand flick right up here to the basket. Park it for the tap in birdie. Oh, it's got a drop though. Oh yeah, hit the trees. That should sit nicely. Now the Lotes was just straight up a crush. So we're here in jump putt range, here in circle 2. This would be a killer eagle, but big uphill jumper. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, those uphills. Hole 4 is another par 4, big dog leg left to right as we head into the woods. So this will be a great test of the forehand stability. I need to get these on a lot of highs and on the flick, get them to flare skip around that big tree. Oh, well, we kind of cut the corner, but hopefully that'll work. Let's get the loops up there. Okay, hung it a little wider. We catch the tree, but we should still be at the corner. I think we got a nice little patent pending. Yeah, just shaping up around the fairway. Yes. Oh no. We're short in the junk. Did much better with the Undertaker. Still in the fairway, not quite in the circle yet, but just a nice little forehand on the flex up there. Perfect. Lovely. All right, so we did get a little more push than we initially thought off that kick, so we definitely have a chance to save the birdie on the par 4. We can get a nice putt. So far though, we haven't had the putter working well. That could do it. Let's go, baby. We're keeping the Lotes and the Undertaker tied up. Hole 5 is another flick forehand, 245. Basket is tucked up into the woods on the right. We're gonna go with the Undertaker. Still has the box. Disc all tied up. Turned it. Kick out. Great kick. Wow, talk about getting lucky. Well, I did, but I also pulled it. Come on, swing back. Oh, and the unlucky kick. The better shot, the worse kick. The worse shot, the better kick. That's better. Lovely, lovely. Up to the basket. Yeah, easy tap in for the par. So this is a video that feels very high stakes for me, and I think that's in large part because it's once again calling in some philosophical thoughts I have about how I should or shouldn't build a bag. So far through these holes, I'm really loving the Lotes. Getting great flight out of it, a little more stability than that Undertaker, which has been in my bag a long time, pretty beat up. But I'm also getting way more distance out of it. The plastic feels better. I mean, there's a lot that I love about that disc, but there's something inside of me that's just so attached to that Undertaker. But maybe, just because I love the disc, doesn't mean it has to be in the bag. Hole 6 plays 336. The red basket is downhill, right up against the road there. We're gonna play the road and right as out of bounds on this shot. So this is gonna be all about distance control. We're gonna try and go with the wide spike hyzers on these discs, see how much they flip up, see how much I can control the distance. 336, but very downhill, so we don't have to put a ton on them. I just have to keep them from going too long. Whoa, a lot of hyzer, too much hyzer. That's gonna be way left in the trees. All right. Well, this is the last video I ever wanted to make. I spent over an hour in the trees in the forest looking for that Undertaker that you saw me put on way too much hyzer and dump right into the trees left of the basket. And after over an hour, I never found it. So, on one hand, pretty sad about that. Favorite disc, first ace of all time, a lot of sentimental value. On the other hand, through those holes, the Lotes, was performing so well, I think it might have made the bag anyways. Now, I do have a backup TI Undertaker that I could put back in the bag in place, but I really think after throwing and comparing these two discs, The Lotus has a lot going for it that I really like. The plastic, like I said, just feels so good. The K1 plastic really is incredible, and for years I've heard that it's the best plastic in the game. I might have to agree. Either this or the Royal Grand plastic coming out of Latitude, but man, it feels good. I'll say the Lotus is more stable than my beat-in Undertaker was, but I think as this disc beats in, that might serve me really well. You still get great flip up, push straight with a little finish. I think as this beats in, you'll get flip up, drift a little right, and then land a little softer, which is exactly what I'm looking for out of this slot. And to be honest, that Undertaker was starting to get to the point where I wasn't always trusting it not to flip too far on me because it had been in the bag for so long and it was getting so flippy. So, just like the Zeus and Destroyer video, something I never thought I'd say, and I never thought I'd do when it comes to disc golf and my disc golf bag. I think the Undertaker's out, at least for right now. It's gonna step off to the side. The Lotus is gonna come in to be that dead straight 9-speed that we're after, and we're gonna run with it. We're gonna see how this goes. I mean, look. The bag is shaping up to be wild this year. Who would have ever thought that we would have taken out a Zeus for a Destroyer and an Undertaker for a Lotus? But you know what? We're broadening our horizons. We're trying new things, you know? We're growing into disc golf maturity. Anyways, I would love to hear what you think in the comments. Once again, huge shout out to Tim and Astro Disc for hooking us up. Make sure to check them out. Use code JOURNEY for 10% off. And appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. My name's Andrew Wood. Journey's the destination. Catch you in the next one. Peace.